Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Casey Mize. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Byron Buxton.
Number 25, Byron Buxton.
And we're underway in Detroit. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. Take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
The 0-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Line drive and foul ball. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's Josh Bell. Here's the 0-1. Out towards right center field. Meadows in position. Makes the grab.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Matt Waller.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Green gets under it, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Taj Bradley. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and here. A solo shot. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark. He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a man aboard.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Torres aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive to short and caught.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. Man at first, one away. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1. Bradley, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. And now it's 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here comes Torque to the plate. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Two on, 2 outs. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Buxton drifts towards it, and that is that. Solo shot for Detroit this inning. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Swings through that. On a line. And he can't make the play. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. One out, runner at second. Here's Royce Lewis.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just missed. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe at the plate. We're tied at 1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That's in for a strike. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Green on the move. He's got it. 2 away.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Austin Martin.
Austin Martin, the next twin up to hit. That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 1-0.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Here comes the 0-1. Out to short, Baez. They take the force out, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, all even at 1 apiece. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Close, but called the ball. Ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Parker Meadows.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Tied up here in the early going.
Swing and a foul straight back.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swings, and this one's flared. Makes the catch. One down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
One out man at first. So here's Baez now. The 1-0. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, one away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
On to the third inning, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, and 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball for a strike at 95. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That one is absolutely belted. Ranging back. And it's off the wall. Relay to second, and in there with a double off the wall.
Up next to the Twins, the right fielder.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two on, one out. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure.
High fly ball, right field. Carpenter settles underneath it. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. To the plate, save. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Man on second, two down. Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-2. Sets him down looking. They limit the damage here. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 2 and the Tigers 1. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the last of the third. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Joe.
And that drops in for a strike. Oh, 1 down. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 1 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 31.
Here's Riley Green.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 2-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The 1-0. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out. Runner at second. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. Right down to shoot. That's strike one. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 13, Gillen Dingler.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Man at second.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. I mean, the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Parker Meadows waiting to hit for Detroit. Three-0 down. And there's the automatic. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Three balls, two strikes the count. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Generally, not the type of great play you expect from a first baseman, but he does a great job of hauling that one down.
Back here in Detroit, now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. That misses, and that's ball one. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Struck him out swinging. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Fastball for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So up next, Brooks Lee. Fly to left his first time.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Twins retired in short order. They trail it 3-2. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the fourth, Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Fouled off left side. Hauls it in, one away.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play. And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
Baez goes 5 feet 11 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Next offering popped in the air, right field, 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Lifted in the air out to left. Martin in and to his right. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Tigers 3 and the Twins 2. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Twins, Austin Martin. Late swing fouled off.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Dingler under it. One up, one down.
Up next to the Twins, the center fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. A little bit high, maybe. Ball one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And the tying run is on base.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Luke Keeschel. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And that is out of play. Tying run in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one to first. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
In the air, left field. Base hit. Here's Buxton to score. It's an RBI single, and they've tied it again.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Wallner stands in now and watches strike one. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Base hit, center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Brew. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And the 1-0.
Ball inside.
Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Cody Lorison, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Orrs getting cranked up as well. Two and one now. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Taj Bradley is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Cody Lorison.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. The 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. 4-3, they take the lead.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
That's in there. That's strike one.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
And it's going to stay a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Base hit! And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's the third baseman, Kevin McGonigal. Golden opportunity right here.
Low, low.
And that drops in for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through.
Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Called strike right there. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it was a strike. The call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. In danger of walking in the tying run. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That's a base hit. Throws to second. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. And that's a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. 1 run across. Here comes Dingler around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Nope, that's off the plate.
And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. It's softly on the ground left side. On to first.
He's out.
Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 7 and the Twins 3. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Ryan Jeffers digs in now.
The catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That clips a corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
This one in the air center field. Meadows has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 9. Designated hitter, Trevor Lawrence.
Strike one.
Comes up empty. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 8.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Lewis up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Out towards left center. And that is that. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Back here in Detroit, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman, Labor Torres.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Cole Keith.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Cody Lorison out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Zach Kent.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now here's the DH. Colt Keith, 1 for 3.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one fouled off.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Up and in, and the count is filled up. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Riley Green. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
That's in for a strike. Keith off of first with 2 away. Ripped on a line to center. Buxton on his way over, and the inning is over. So the Twins pen delivers in that spot. We're through 6 full. It's the Tigers 7 and the Twins 3. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Brant Herter on to pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Next to the Twins, the left fielder, Austin Martin.
The Tigers leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to short, Baez. The throw to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next to the Twins, the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Now here is Byron Buxton. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside corner. Going to count 1 and 2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That's to third. McGonigal tosses to first. That takes care of Buxton. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Tigers 7 and the Twins 3. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 7th, Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Torkelson.
Up.
And foul ball. Kent, in his rookie season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Towards first. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Tigers, the third baseman, number 7, Kevin.
0 for 3 so far in his debut.
Yeah, great time to get that batting average off the runway here.
Short hop liner handled it short. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, number 13, Dylan Dingler.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Tigers,
And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows.
Meadows.
Oh. Let's go, Parker.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a laser base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Next for the Tigers, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
That one missed. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Two on, 2 outs. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
In for a strike. And now 3-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That's ripped. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
First and second, 2 outs. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach should go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 1-0. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Out towards right center field. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 8-3. On the mound now, Will Vest.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now a terrible hop, and it gets by him. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next to the Twins, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
And that's in there for strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
On the ground. Oh, great stop. The feed for one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Matt Wallner getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Twins retired in short order. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Pitching change here, Eric Orrs.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The second baseman, Labor. Torres.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Hard hit to right center. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
1 out man at first. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. Meanwhile, Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Foul ball. Now this is in the air down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Oh, he botches it. Still slings it to second, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Tiger, the first baseman, Spencer. Torkelson.
Ball, outside.
Green, the runner at first with 2 gone. To the right side, Keishel sends it to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And that is the inning. 1 left for Detroit, but they lead at 8-3. We go to the 9th, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his...
Lewis forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. And there's the strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Vest is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss at a slider. In time ball game, and the strikeout ends it.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.